Are they going to be ready?
Who's there?
Sky Sports
Sky
News.
Sports News. It's like they're just taking the press conference live, that's all.
Oh,
Yeah,
the press conference. Oh, right, okay,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, of course, yeah, of course. Chaps.
So are you ready to
Yeah, I've done it.
go?
Roy, big news this morning. You've signed an extension to your contract. You never suggested your immediate future lie anywhere else. How pleased are you to finally sign that extension?
Yeah, I'm very pleased. We talked about it for quite a long time. I've always known really that the intention was there from both the club's part and my part, but it's nice to have it actually done now, so that it means I can avoid any sort of attempts to in some way not hide the situation or cover the situation. It's just nice to be able to say now, the contract's presented and it's been signed by both parties.
What did it depend on? Did you want to seek assurances from the owners that there was a financial commitment in place to help you fulfil your ambitions, especially where investment in the squad is concerned?
No, it didn't really depend upon that at all. It's more a case of making sure that everyone around me also is going to be looked after and receive new contracts, because you don't work in isolation in a football club. You're very dependent upon the people you're working with, and I happen to think we have a very, very good team, that works with the players and prepares the game. So that was a crucial factor for me. And basically speaking, people can't give you assurances and guarantees, but everyone at the club, Steve Parish and the American owners, we're all pretty much aware of the fact that it would be nice to have some investment in the team and to strengthen in certain areas, and that's what we should be trying to do. But you can't expect people to give you sort of guarantees, because every player has a price, and you have to make certain that he's the right player at the right price.
Wasn't all good news this week though. You've lost Hodgson. He's had his loan cut short. How much of a blow was that? Because he made quite a decent start since he joined Everton in January. Yeah,
it's a real blow. It's a massive blow in particular for him, because he was starting to really find his feet here at the club, and of course be quite a much bigger part perhaps than he's been able to play for the last couple of years at Everton, and looking good in training as well. And we were really thinking it's going to be great to have him with us for the latter part of this season, because I think that he would have brought something that we don't necessarily have within our squad. So for him to get this really bad knee injury, it's come at a terrible time for everybody, but most importantly of all for Cenk, because he would have been playing in the Euros for Turkey. He takes that side of his football very seriously and really wants to play for his country. So to be hit by this cruel blow, it's very, very difficult for him, and we have enormous sympathy for him here at the club, and we really do wish him well now with the surgery, and hope to see him back fairly soon.
I normally start with the injuries. Could you just recap or bring us up to date, because I know you've still got a few problems in the squad with injury setbacks?
Well, no. I mean, that setback is more than enough, the Cenk Tosun one. That really hit us for six. But no, in actual fact, apart from that, the players who've been missing for a period of time are now fit and raring to go. So James Tompkins is recovered. He will join in full training next week, but he was out there with us this morning doing some somewhat lighter training with the team. He'll train tomorrow, and on Monday he'll be ready, as is Shnup, as is Mamadou Sakho. So it's just Cenk, and but so I say just Cenk. It's not just Cenk. That's a massive blow to us and a massive blow to the player.
Do you feel more comfortable now on the back of those two wins? I mean, for all the problems you've had with injury since before Christmas, now a win against Watford, albeit a side that just pulled off an excellent results, could put you within 3 or 4 points of the top six. That's how tight it is in that middle area of the Premier League.
Well, it's nicer to be in the middle area than the bottom area. Of course, that goes without saying. But there's a lot of football still to be played. 2 good results do help you enormously. They do move you up the table very, very quickly, but 2 bad results can move you very quickly back in the other direction. So everyone here is aware of that. We've experienced both sides of the coin, and there's nothing you can do about it. No words are going to change anything in that respect. What changes it is actually going onto that field of play, playing well enough to get the wins that you that you need and hopefully deserve. So both teams, I think, will go into the game tomorrow with a degree of confidence, a degree of good feeling about themselves, and it's a bit of a derby. You know, our matches with Watford are always very, very hard fought. So I think the spectators tomorrow are in for a very interesting and good encounter.
Can I ask you about the coronavirus? It seems to be all anyone's talking about at the moment. Could you honestly see Premier League games being played behind closed door, potentially imminently, as the Everton director suggested this week?
Yeah, I don't intend to make any comments or predictions. I'm not capable of that. Basically, we're taking every precaution and following every guideline that is out there here at the club. We're working very, very hard in that respect to make certain that we don't fall foul of any procedures in any way whatsoever. But what will happen going forward, I'll allow the people who know a lot more about medical matters than I do to decide that, and what we will do, we'll follow any instructions or guidelines that come to us, either from the government, from the Football Association or the Premier League, and that's all we can do. And I don't intend to spend time, if you like, giving my opinions of what the future might bring. As far as I'm concerned, it is a wait and see situation, but it's a serious matter that we're dealing with, and I think it's right for everyone to treat the matter as seriously as they are treating it.
What do you make of the Eric Dyer incident this week? He's a player that you managed, you gave him his England debut, I believe. Are you surprised that it's taken this long for a player to react sometimes to what happens around him in the crowd, especially on social media and all the abuse they can experience throughout their playing career?
Well, two things there. I mean, first of all, I do like and respect Eric Dyer very much as a player, so I have nothing but good things to say about him in terms of either his playing ability or his character. And secondly, I think Jose Mourinho, his manager, dealt with this situation, all the questions which pertain, if you like, to the incident perfectly in his press conference. He said all the things that I think needed to be said, and I don't wish to add my voice because I don't have anything new to say on the subject.
Can I ask you about Watford? They've not been in great form for the 4 or 5 weeks prior to that result last Saturday, but that probably was the standout result of the season.
It was.
What are you expecting from them? They've certainly given themselves more than a decent chance of survival now compared to when Nigel took over.
I'm expecting to see the type of performance from them that I saw from them on the television on Sunday, where I thought they were absolutely excellent in every respect. They had some very good performances as well. There was a blip, which can happen with any team. It's not easy to keep that curve going up and up and up and up. But I think they're well organised, they're well managed, they've got very good players. And I think, as I said right at the start of our interview here, they're going to come here to Selhurst Park tomorrow feeling good about themselves and feeling very, very confident, which they should do on the back of that result and that performance, and we've got to be ready for that.
Okay, that's it for the broadcast sections. We'll start now with the writers.